Okay, hello, and thank you for tuning in. We are in the Top Prospect Elite Series Season 1, and tonight we have a match between Infamous Thieves Tempest and Midwest Mafia Hi Guys. Both teams are currently 0-2 going into Week 3. We are in the Sapphire division, which is C1, C2. I'm Melissa B, and I will be your caster tonight. On Infamous Thieves Tempest side, they are currently 2-6 with game records. However, in Midwest Mafia Hi Guys are 1-6. So this match we'll be seeing one of these teams get their first win for the season. Let me get the lobby info to the players real quick. This is a best of 5 series. On Infamous Thieves Tempest side, we have Darth, Raleigh, and Solo 9. On Midwest Mafia Hi Guys, we have Citrus, Astrion, and Skit. I got the lobby info set to the players. Now we are just waiting on them to join. It is going to be interesting to see who takes the series. I just got done casting on my own channel for Cross Progression Esports League with a match between TBD Generational Talent and Acid Storm. It was a pretty good series. 1-3-1. And I co-cast it with Little Royalty, which I haven't really co-casted as much, and I'm still gaining experience on it. Okay, let me change my Discord status real quick and get this in there as well. There we go. I'm just sending a message to the captain, who is actually a player that I work with, because I'm manager of Infamous Thieves Tempest. Okay, that's handled. Thank you to anyone tuning in right now. This is a Week 3 matchup. Once again, Sapphire Division. It's the lowest division that we have in TPES. We have Sapphire, which is C1 to C2. Ruby, which is C3 to GC1. And then Crystal, which is GC2 and above. I hope that everyone is having a great night. Today is pretty chill, honestly, for me. I mean, like I said, I cast the series, but I will not be casting tomorrow and the following day as of celebrating my mom's birthday on Saturday, because we are supposed to celebrate it tomorrow since we are going out to dinner, and there is not the best weather on Saturday, so I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I'm just going with the flow. So I have a couple days off. I'm going to do some PC upgrades in the meantime as well. I'm adding a new graphics card to my setup, I just bought a power supply for it today. I will be changing from a 1660 Super to a 5060, which is definitely a heck of an upgrade. I already upgraded my CPU to a Ryzen 9 in the last few months. Let me just get this post up real quick. Apparently I cannot spell either right now. Okay, I got that posted. Now we are good to go. It is currently 4 minutes to game time. We're just waiting on the players to join. I'm definitely going to pass out after this match is done, because this is the third morning that I've woken up early. Okay, looks like we have Raleigh and Soul in here for Infamous Thieves. Which, I mean, I figured it was going to be that lineup because I know that the other players in a different league match right now. It'll be interesting to see how this match goes. Because once again, the records for these teams are both 0-2. They're looking for their first series win. And Infamous Thieves, Tempest are 2-6, and Midwest Mafia Hot Guys are 1-6. Astrion and Citrus just joined. Looks like we are getting things underway. Okay. Looks like we have our players joining. Okay, we're getting things underway. We have Midwest Mafia winning a kickoff. That's going back to Infamous Thieves' side, and that's in the net for Soul. Right out the bat, 6 seconds in, and we have Soul and the Infamous Thieves, Tempest, coming in hot with a flick. Right over Citrus. Looks like we have Astram and Soul on the kickoff. That's going to go in the corner. Citrus is going to follow. Raleigh is waiting back. Raleigh doesn't get a good touch, but Soul's able to clear it off. Both teammates bump each other. Not sure why my Steam notifications are up. Soul's going to take his time. And the 50 with Citrus. Astram's waiting in the corner. Raleigh is half flipping back. Soul is ready to defend. Raleigh getting a touch there. Soul, there's an open net. If Citrus doesn't get there, and it's in. Soul capitalizes, and Soul so far has all the goals for Infamous Thieves Tempest right now. 4:23 remaining. Hello, Reaper. Welcome to the chat. Looks like Astran wins the kickoff for Midwest Mafia Hot Guys. Astran tries to go up. Citrus not getting a good touch right there. Soul's going to take it out. Astran is flipping back, grabbing the 100 along the way. Soul following. Looks like pass to Raleigh. Citrus is able to get the read though. Citrus sending it towards the net. Soul able to defend. Astran trying to put it back on. Looks like Citrus is going to challenge as well. We have Raleigh going back up and high and clearing it out to the side. Looks like the demo from Soul on Citrus. Citrus is taking a touch. Soul's going to challenge that. Able to send it to their own corner. Citrus is going to challenge again. That's going to go to Astrion. And that's right in. Top right bins. Citrus just barely stopped coughing from his dab. Watch this lock in right here. Okay, Samoan. Raleigh getting a touch. Citrus is going to take it to the corner. Soul is challenging that. Asteron flipping in with the bicycle touch. That's to Raleigh. That's in. That's finished by Soul. Infamous Thieves Tempest have a 2-goal lead at this moment. We have 3:21 remaining in game 1. We have Citrus and Raleigh on the kickoff. That's going to go right to Soul. Soul's going to take it in the corner, grabbing the 100 along the way, going alongside while Asterion's waiting for the ball. Soul's going to challenge still. Passes it to Raleigh. Raleigh doesn't get the touch that he wants, but Soul's going to get another touch and tries to shoot. Citrus booming it out. Looks like Citrus is going to try and 50 Raleigh on that. Astrion getting a touch. Soul's up. Soul's able to push it out, but that's still in for Citrus. And now we are just at a 1-goal deficit. 2:53 remaining in game 1. Who is going to take the first game of the series? We have Astrion and Soul on kickoff. That's going to go to Raleigh. Raleigh is going to get the credited with the save, and Citrus is going to send it to the side. And exactly, Simone, there is plenty of time for Midwest Mafia High Guys. Citrus sends it up, and that's just right past Soul. Soul does not get the touch he wants there, and unfortunately, that is tying up the game now. That's the equalizer. .239 remaining, and we're in game 1. Astrion and Soul on the kickoff. Soul's gonna follow. My boss Citrus gonna try and flick it in. That's off target. Raleigh's able to finish that, putting Infamous Thieves Tempest right back in the lead. Thank you to everyone tuning in. Soul and Astrion on the kickoff. Raleigh's going to be in the corner. That's the Citrus. Looks like Raleigh's trying to get it out of there. He's scrambling. but Raleigh's credited with the save. Citrus challenging. There's Raleigh following, still grabbing the midfield boost. Soul's going to try and get a touch. Astrion is going back. Citrus putting it to the side. Raleigh's going to send it up. Looks like Soul's going to take another touch, and that's a shot. And Raleigh tries to finish it. Astrion taking it along the sidewall. Coming down with it. Soul's going to be waiting at the front post. But Citrus doesn't get the shot on target because Raleigh gets the save here right there. Raleigh taking it out to the midfield. Astrion challenging. Soul taking it to the corner. We see Citrus is back to defend. And unfortunately, just not a good touch right there. Citrus taking along the sidewall. We are seeing Soul try and push it out. Astrion trying to push it right back out. Soul's going to challenge. Soul's going to follow. Citrus is there for the save. And Citrus sends it to the corner again. Citrus pushing out into Infamous Thieves Tempest territory. Soul is going to take the corner and try and pass to Raleigh. Raleigh does not connect with the pass, though. Soul getting the save. Raleigh is scrambling, trying to get to the ball before Citrus. Citrus beats him, though. Soul popping it up and following. Trying to do a must-say. Raleigh finishes! And that's a 2-point lead for Infamous Thieves Tempest in Game 1 with 49 seconds remaining. We have Raleigh and Citrus on the kickoff. Looks like Hi Guys win that kickoff. That's going to go right back into Hi Guys territory, though. Citrus is going back to defend, getting the touch on the ball. This could be very dangerous. It's right in front of the net. Astrion's able to get the touch and gets it started with the savior there on Soul's shot. And Raleigh tries to send it in. Astrion with another save. Citrus is following down the field. Looks like Astrion's going to send it up. With 10 seconds remaining. Astrion with the next goal. Samoan, do you have the script or something? Eight seconds remaining. There's a 1-point lead. Astrion's going to take it around the corner. We could be seeing a tied game. Raleigh's able to get it out and secure the win in Game 1 for Infamous Thieves Tempest. We're seeing Soul with 3 goals, 2 assists, 2 saves, 8 shots. Raleigh with 2 goals, 3 assists, 3 saves, 4 shots. Astrion on the Midwest Mafia High Guy side, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 saves, 4 shots. And Citrus with 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 save, and 6 shots. Okay. Let me get the map changed real quick. We are taking Game 2 to Forbidden Temple. Hi Guys are keeping things very suspenseful. Definitely that is what you like to see in a series, though. Definitely makes it interesting. Okay, we are going to have Citrus and Raleigh on the kickoff. That's going to go already to Infamous Thieves territory. We are seeing Soul go up the corner wall and try and push it out. He gets over one. Astrion getting a touchdown, getting challenged by Raleigh. Soul's going to go and follow and try and take it in. Looks like Mob Boss Citrus is there, but Raleigh is not there to take the shot for his teammate, and Astrion demos Raleigh. Soul setting it in for the first goal of Game 2. With the laser of the shot right there. Soul and Citrus. Both on the kickoff. That's going to go high. Raleigh is going to be there and try and read. That's sent in. Another one for Infamous Thieves Tempest. Hello, Darth. How did your league match go? You won 3-1. That's awesome. Soul's gonna be waiting at the front post. Soul taking it down the field. Astrion challenging and getting a touch. Looks like Citrus is gonna pop it over into the Infamous Thieves territory. And that's really close and dangerous. Soul's gonna take a touch and flip down the field. Going with 0 boost, but showing that there is still no problem. Citrus up high, getting credited with the save there. 3:55 remaining. Soul taking it down the field. Citrus, oh no, is demoed by Raleigh. Astrion credited with the save there. Soul's gonna try and get a touch. That's gonna be Raleigh that follows that. Soul passing to Raleigh, but looks like Astrion gets a touch first and intercepts the possession. We are seeing Raleigh actually bump Astrion. That's almost in the net. Soul regaining possession and dribbling it a little bit, showing that ball control can help. And there's another goal for Infamous Thieves Tempest. Raleigh scores that one. We have Citrus and Soul on the kickoff. Citrus is almost getting a kickoff goal there, but it just rolls up the post. Citrus getting another touch, and that's going to be high. That's a double tap for Citrus. .307 remaining. We have a 3-1 game in game 2 so far. Astrion and Raleigh on that kickoff. Citrus is going to go take it to the midfield. Raleigh's going to be waiting to get the touch right over Citrus. Astrion waiting at the front post. Citrus goes up. Didn't have enough boost, though, to stay up. Citrus taking to the corner for safety. No one remembers mid-series games. Clips are forever. Looks like that's going to go towards Astrion. Gets over one. Off the post. And Citrus finishes it. Through the demo smoke. Just a 1-point lead from the Thieves Tempest. 2:31 remaining. Soul and Citrus on the kickoff. Raleigh's going to get the touch. Waiting to get it out, the touch off the wall. Soul's going to take his time, go up the midfield wall. That's going to go right down to Raleigh. Raleigh able to get the touch. That's going towards Midwest Mafia's goal, but it rolls up the wall. Astrion waiting in the corner, grabbing the 100 along the way, and taking another touch there. Looks like Soul tries to get a demo there on Astrion. Raleigh able to push that out. No one's there to get it in time and capitalize on that open net, though. A little bit of dribbling there from Raleigh. Soul takes it up the corner. Citrus is there to get the touch. And Astrion sends it high. That's off the post. Soul's taking it around the corner. That's back out. That's an open net. And that's the equalizer that Midwest Mafia High guys needed to tie up the game. Soul and Citrus on the kickoff. That's going to go towards Infamous Thieves Tempest territory. Astrion misses the touch. Raleigh following still. Barely any boost. Soul booms it into the Mafia territory. Astrion missing the touch. Raleigh is scrambling back on the corner wall to try and get it out of there. Astrion popping in the corner, and Soul clearing it out. Citrus is trying to go back and take a touch. We have 1 minute remaining in game 2. And Raleigh just sends that in, retaking the lead. We have Raleigh and Astrion on the kickoff. Soul's going to be in the corner. Get a touch. Pops it up. Astrion challenges. Looks like he's going to try and shoot it. That's off the post, and that's back to Infamous Thieves territory again. Raleigh waiting up the sidewall. Following still. Astrion is waiting patiently to try and strike. And Soul's able to get it out of there. Soul trying to take it up the midfield wall. Still successfully doing what they want on that touch, and getting another goal to give them that extra insurance for Infamous Thieves Tempest. Looks like Astrion's gonna follow. Astrion sort of stops moving there for a second. Not sure what happened. Maybe some controller issues. Who knows? I mean, there have been countless times that I myself have had my controller DC mid-match. Even if it unplugs from the USB cord, you know? So, popping it up. Citrus challenging. Soul reading the touch and getting that second touch on that. Astrion taking to the midfield wall. Raleigh is going back. Astrion tries to flick. Soul taking to the corner, and Citrus demoing Raleigh to clear out. But Raleigh is actually back. There's Soul and Infamous Thieves Tempest. Astrion's rig fell over, had to fix it. I knew it was something technical. We have Raleigh for Infamous Thieves Tempest in game 2. 4 goals, 1 assist, 2 saves, 6 shots. Soul with 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 saves, 7 shots. Looks like Soul has a little bit of bad ping. Midwest Mafia High guys, we have Astrion, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 saves, 6 shots. And Citrus, 2 goals, 0 assists, 1 save, 4 shots. We are taking game 3 to DFH Stadium, and this is match point for Infamous Thieves Tempest. Looks like Darth joined. And is subbing in for Soul. I mean, we know that Darth just finished a league match and apparently won it. Darth gets a touch on the kickoff. Citrus trying to follow. Raleigh sending it to the side. Citrus trying to get a touch and send it in. Unfortunately, just not able to do that in time. Astrion trying to pass it. There is Raleigh following. Darth 50ing. Raleigh can follow. That tries to get off the backboard with the shot too. Darth going in the corner following. We see Raleigh going back to back post. Citrus is up and ready to get the touch. We are seeing Astrion wave dash to that ball. Citrus taking it around the corner. Darth is ready to challenge. That's too high. Raleigh trying to finish it. Astrion taking him down the field. Citrus is up. Looks like Raleigh is a little patient there. Astrion at the front post. Booming it out. That's over. And that's in for Midwest Mafia High guys. They are getting the first goal of game 3. 3:57 remaining. We have Citrus and Darth on the kickoff. Raleigh's up, challenging that. That's towards the Midwest Mafia High guys net. And Citrus gets to there before Darth does. Astrion taking a touch. There's Citrus trying to take it out. and bumping Raleigh along the way. Citrus getting a touch. Astrion setting it high. That's going to go to the corner, thankfully, for Infamous Thieves Tempest. Citrus taking it down the field. Raleigh's going to challenge. Darth gets bumped by Citrus. Raleigh goes up. And low with the shot. Raleigh scores the equalizer. 3-18. Game 3. Darth and Citrus on this kickoff. Astrion's going to follow. Darth, it's Whiff City again. Astrion taking him to the wall. Raleigh able to clear it out. Citrus taking the touch off the wall. Darth is up high, able to clear it to the midfield. That's going to be right to Raleigh. Raleigh with the save. Astrion getting a touch there. Darth trying to send it. Citrus is following. Raleigh still there. Raleigh. R-O-L-I. Is his name. Raleigh on the kickoff against Astrion with a dab of ranch. Astrion taking it, looks like Raleigh backflips to get the touch. Darth's gonna take it around the corner. Raleigh trying to send it. Citrus there for the save. And that's in for Astrion. The equalizer for Midwest Mafia High Guys. 2:03 remaining. Okay, I'm trying to get my screen working. I hate it when that happens. Astrion and Raleigh on the kickoff. That's going to go up the midfield. Darth misses the touch. Astrion's going to wait there to follow. Darth grabs that quarter boost. Astrion tries to flick it up. Citrus trying to follow up with that touch. Raleigh grabbing corner and going back. Astrion is going for the ball, sending it up, taking it off the midfield wall. The pass to Citrus. That's a pie. Raleigh is demoed by Astrion. Astrion waiting at the front post. Pops it up. Raleigh able to get a touch. Citrus following up. Taking the lead from Midwest Mafia High Guys. We have 1:23 left, and Astrion wins that kickoff. Darth follows up and sends it right back to Midwest Mafia territory. Looks like Darth tries to get the shot. We have Citrus with the follow-up, and there's the equalizer once again for Infamous Thieves Tempest. $1:13 remaining. Game 3. Match point for Infamous Thieves Tempest. We have Citrus and Darth on the kickoff. Raleigh is going up. Astrion waiting at the net. Credited with the save. Darth gets a good touch. It's a little awkward though. That's going to go to the midfield. Citrus is sending it back in the Infamous Thieves corner. Trying to follow up. And Sapphire is C1, C2. Astrion once again gaining lead from Midwest Mafia High Guys. I know there are some teams that are in the Sapphire division which are lower though, but I feel like at least Infamous Thieves Tempest, I'm pretty sure of, is around that rank. Darth and Citrus on the kickoff. Raleigh's going to follow up with the touch. Astrion at the front post waiting. That's pass 1. That's not pass 2, though. That's over Darth. 30 seconds remaining. Raleigh able to send that to the midfield. Darth able to get a follow. Raleigh trying to send it towards the net. Oh, the pain. That could have tied up the game. Astrion getting the pinch off the wall. Raleigh full sending it. That hits the post. That's going to roll up. And it looks like, unless a miracle happens, Midwest Mafia High Guys take game 3. We have Astrion with 3 goals, 1 assist, 2 saves, 3 shots. Citrus with 1 goal, 2 assists, 4 saves, 2 shots. Raleigh with 3 goals, 1 save, 9 shots. 33% shooting percentage there. Darth, 1 assist and 1 shot. We are going to Sovereign Heights for the next game. Okay, Sovereign Heights, there we go. Okay, we are going into game 4. Once again, still match point for Infamous Steve's Tempest, but we saw Midwest Mafia High Guys take last game. Darth and Astrion on the kickoff. That's going to go right to Raleigh. Raleigh's going to follow up. Looks like he doesn't actually still go for it, though. Darth waiting back, taking it to the midfield. That is Midwest Mafia High Guys territory, and Citrus with the crazy save. Astrion pushing it out. Looks like Raleigh's going to go to the midfield. Taking that 100 a long way, and Raleigh is no longer on the field due to being demoed by Astrion. Darth is waiting. A little patient with that touch, though. Raleigh, demo, but getting a save in time. Astrion booming it to the other side of the field. Darth not able to capitalize on that shot. Citrus is following. Raleigh's going to take it to the corner. Get around 1. That's going to go towards Infamous Steve's Tempest net, and that's in the net. 3:58 remaining. Game 4. Could we see potentially a reverse sweep from Midwest Mafia High Guys? What do you guys think? We have Astrion with a save with Darth saving it. Raleigh is up. Darth taking it to the midfield. Tries to get it in. Citrus is following. Raleigh's too far back though. Citrus there to get it out into the corner. Astrion is back and is following. Citrus tries to shoot. Astrion isn't close enough to follow it up. Raleigh fouling off the wall. That's pass 1. Raleigh just able to get that in that open net, tying it up. 3:25. Actually, 3:23 remaining. Darth and Citrus on the kickoff. Raleigh grabs the 100 boost in the corner. Astrion taking it down the field to the corner, though. Darth saves it. Citrus putting the pressure back on. Raleigh able to get over Astrion. That's not on target, though. That's off the wall. Astrion tries to 50 Raleigh. Darth is up. Darth not able to finish the double, though. Astrion taking it around the corner and down the field. Raleigh with the next touch. Citrus is going to wait. And that's right past Citrus. Raleigh gaining the lead for Infamous Thieves Tempest. .241 remaining. Raleigh and Astrion on the kickoff. Darth is gonna take a touch there. Raleigh getting the touch. Over Citrus. Citrus demoed. And Darth finishing it off. That is a 2-point lead now from Infamous Thieves Tempest. Lag. Okay. Astrion and Raleigh on that touch. Darth is gonna follow. Astrion able to clear it out. Raleigh getting another touch. Citrus is gonna clear that out. Darth goes for the touch, sends it to his own corner. Astrion still following. We have Raleigh back at net. Raleigh able to clear that out. Citrus scrambling back for that. Citrus goes up the wall, takes it, and once again tries to get it towards Infamous Thieves Tempest net. Astrion bumping his own teammate along the way. Raleigh trying to finish that, and that's finish! That we have a 4-1 game in game 4. Astrion and Raleigh on the kickoff. That's going to go up the midfield wall. Citrus following. That's up high. We see Darth reversing. Citrus tries to pop it up. We're going to see Astrion try to finish it. Unable to do so. Darth grabbing the 100 corner boost. And Citrus trying to wait at the midfield and pass it to Astrion. Astrion with set is Raleigh though. This is what you're going to see at these levels, though. Astrion sending it in the net practically. Darth able to get the save and credit it with the save here as well. Raleigh's going to take down midfield. And Darth gets it from the pinch from Citrus. Astrion trying to put the pressure back on. We have a little over a minute remaining in game 4. Bumping Raleigh along the way. Just not able to capitalize fast enough. Astrion misses the ball, unfortunately, and we are seeing Citrus follow. Citrus is getting bumped by Dark. Dark is back and ready, almost for his teammate, but isn't quite there. Citrus putting pressure on. Darth waiting in the corner. That's a pass to Astrion. Raleigh able to clear that out. Raleigh still following. No, I am not from Illinois. I am from Ohio, actually. Astrion getting bumped by Darth, and Citrus getting bumped by Darth as well. Looks like Citrus is going to try and follow. Kills the ball, and Astrion finishes it. 16 seconds remaining. Game 4. Nothing is impossible. We very well could see Midwest Mafia High guys get 2 goals in 16 seconds. It is not over until that clock hits 0. We have Raleigh and Astrion on the kickoff. Citrus is going back for the corner boost. Raleigh sending it towards the Midwest Mafia High guys net. Raleigh still following, trying to keep the pressure on. Citrus able to clear it out. And that is a series. Infamous Thieves Tempest win the series 3-1. No problem, anytime. Okay, let's see who is live that we can raid. Let's raid a Sun Tournament series. Yeah, GG's all around. Will it let me raid? I don't know. And yeah, I definitely plan on trying to get rest. I can't. I have to wake up at 8, unfortunately. don't think it lets me rate, unfortunately, but you guys have a great night. And thank you all for tuning in.